All right, guys, welcome back to part 2 of our video for golf course management. We're here with Leighton Smith, Cheyenne Shadows. Here on a par 4, it's downhill and we're hitting into the wind. So what's a good play here, Leighton? I've been missing the ball up a lot lately, so the wind's going to take a lot of distance off if I use my driver.
Yep. So, you know, I still think, given the fact that it's a little bit longer par 4 and the wind's into us, if we did club down to a 3-wood, a hybrid, and an iron, it's just going to make the hole that much longer. Okay. So with these, I just like to tee the ball just a tad lower and just feel like the swinging a little bit more around you. Where we get in trouble popping them up is if the hands come really high. The only place for them to go is down. And golf's always opposite. Hit too much down on it with the drive, we're going to pop it up.
Great. Okay. So kind of like that punch shot we had out there.
Yeah, a little bit like that. They say when it's breezy, swing nice and easy.
When it's breezy, swing nice and easy. Does it help to move that ball in your stance at all, or just keep it on the same?
You know, you can move it back just a tad. Okay. Main thing with the drivers, we don't want to move it too far back because that would just cause us to have a little bit of an open face at impact. So yeah, move it back just a little bit, swing easy, expect a good shot.
Swing easy when it's breezy.
Yep. Oh man. Whoa. Hang on.
Now, going off of what you brought up on part 1, since I can miss everything to the right on this, would it be better to play to the left side of the box on this one?
Good call. So the thing is, and this is where it gets kind of fun, I think, because even, you know, 3 different golfers here, we could all see different things. The main thing, there's no major trouble. So if we did miss it right, you know, minus a couple trees down there, we could still have a shot in the hole. If we miss it on the left side here, since the hole moves to the right, it's gonna make the shot a little bit longer. So honestly, I kind of like the thought of teeing up on that left side and just finding a spot kind of down the middle of the fairway. And if we fan it a little bit right, we'll still have a little shorter shot into the greens.
Great.
That was it though. Smoke.
Thanks, bro. Hey, enough out of the peanut gallery.
All right, so we'll go drop like by that pine or that big tree right down there.
139.
What is it?
139.
All right, Leighton. We got about 139 right here. What do you say we do a closest 2 with you?
I like it.
Gatorade for the winner.
Love it.
All right.
Bring it on.
Let's get after it. So I think for me, a little bit of a draw here. I'm going to try to stay short, fringe of the green, and get a little bit of a bounce on.
Love it.
Oh, I left it out. What flavor Gatorade do you like, Let? Lemon lime.
You can taste it already.
So my play is going to be just dunk it right in the hole right now. So
yeah, I like it.
Going aggressive.
Oh, there you go.
Be the number.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Dancing, good swing.
Let's take the pro down. So what is your thoughts here?
No, there was a little wind. I'm just gonna try something a little bit different. I'm just gonna kind of punch one in there a little bit. Grab the extra club, just a nice smooth swing.
Okay.
See what we can do. Oh boy.
come back.
Short.
Nice.
Oh,
See, I'm human.
Ryne with the dub.
See, I'm human.
That makes me feel better. But still, you were way, way better. All right, so here's where I missed my closest to the pin. We get Gatorade though. All right, so I got a downhill chip. I've got the ball on a horrible, horrible hill. My normal play would be to put this in the front of my stance and just kind of throw my hands at it and hope I can get out and right and around it.
Yeah, I like it.
So that's a good play.
Main thing, yeah, just figure out where you want to land it.
Okay.
Pay attention to that same spot and just keep the body really still while you hit the chip shot.
Now, do we have potential to like blade this, roll it out, and turn it into something horrendous? And what should I do to avoid that?
There's always potential. So as soon as you said throw your hands at it, that scares me a little bit.
Okay.
So let me show you 2 different shots real quick.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys, so there's 2 different ways to play this. You know, as soon as we take a longer swing, we use our hands, we're introducing air to the shot, right? Okay. Just like anything, the longer the length is, the more opportunity for error. So the first thing I like on a chip shot is keeping it really short. And to do that, I play the ball with my back foot, weight forward, which is hill is gonna help influence anyway. And then my arms and the club kind of make a Y, right? So when I do this, I like to try and keep that Y on both sides. So it's Y to Y, very little wrist. When I do that, it's gonna come out a little bit low, and it's gonna release towards the hole. So if I play this one high, in order to play it high, I'm gonna have to have a little bit longer swing, which already has more room for error, okay? But we'll try it either way. So to play it high, I'm gonna have it off the front of my stance, hands nice and low, and I have to really make sure I accelerate through out of this rough. The ball forward, a lot more loft on the face. Now I need a bigger swing so I can carry it closer down to that hole. You can see both those end up. Now it's all about making a 4 or 5 footer par.
Nice.
Right? Gotta prove it. That's the idea. Even though it came off a little bit thin, no harm on that.
And I think it was because now that I'm standing here, I feel my weight back here because I was trying to offset for the hill being on the hill. Yep. So would you recommend more of like a narrow stance? Because now that I do that, I feel a little less.
Yeah, I like to keep it narrow and again, weight on that left foot. And that's just what's gonna help you catch the ball first. Okay. Kind of that descending motion, right? So the ball's gonna come off low and then it'll release.
Okay, cool. All right, so now we got a par 4 here, 380. Line up to the trouble. So I've got the sand trap on my left. Yep. So I'm gonna be on the left side of the tee box. Yep, I like it. I'm gonna pick my shot shape, a draw off of that tree, the small tree. Good, I love it. Yeah, just main thing with these holes is, you know, if you grip and rip and just try to destroy it, you can see how it gets really narrow. These ones, you just want a nice smooth swing. We don't want to overswing. Just find your line, find your shot shape, let it go. All right. Great draw. Oh my goodness. Slow. I thought I had it. All right, Ryan, what are you thinking?
I think I'm gonna take my driver and I'm just gonna aim straight at, since I've been bleeding off to the right a little bit, I'm gonna take my driver and aim at the right edge of that bunker.
Love it.
And just let it bleed off and land on that fairway.
Love it, you got it.
Oh, Jesus, lady.
So would you call that a box? Like box it out to the right, or?
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of different words, like obviously a push, a block. You know, main thing there is you caught up in the inside, swing it in to out, it's just the face stayed open too. So it's just letting that club face release just a little bit earlier. Sure. And that'll help it come out a little more. And more.
Sure. All right. I'm gonna redo that.
Yeah, mulligan.
Do what you said.
Just feel like that punch shot off the last tee where we went a little low, little more around the body. Just soft with the hands. Okay. Soft grip pressure.
Should we
And I feel like on this one, I'm probably, and this might be a mistake that a lot of amateur golfers do make, is just not focusing on their aiming point.
Yes.
Because when I looked down the fairway, when that came off, even though I did bleed to the right, I was aiming right anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's where, especially on holes that turn to the left, with amateur golfers, that's the toughest kind of hole. You know, one that bend to the left, because 90% of the golf population misses it to the right.
Sure. So, Leighton, you've been a local golf pro here for about 9 years, and you've got a few programs going on within your Leighton Smith golf program.
Yep.
One is the Tribe. You want to talk to us a little bit about that and who can partake in that and other programs that you have and what you get out of it and what we get out of it?
Yeah, great question. So I developed the Tribe about 2 years ago, and kind of where it came from was personal trainers in the gym that basically have clients that they sit down with and say, all right, look, I want to get the six pack I've been going for. I just want to lose 2 pounds. I want to fit into this dress, whatever it may be, right? So the main thing with the Tribe was, versus just buying a bulk package of lessons, this is sitting down and it's kind of having an evaluation at the start and saying, look, what are your goals? What are your dreams? How much time do you have to put into golf? What's your financial situation? How much do you want to invest in your game? And that's where I kind of build out a plan that's custom to everybody, right? So typically it works in 4-month increments, but from that, it's going over the total game. So it's a lot of on-course lessons, obviously driving range work, short game, whatnot, have access to a TrackMan. And part of the thing with the Tribe is I try to make it a social experience too. Okay. So versus just going and playing and having a lesson once a week, I have a group of people, hence the Tribe, that are all trying to get better at their game. So that's where I'll set up golf games for them, maybe some skins matches. Maybe I try to get them on the Broadmoor, whatever it may be, but just try to make it special and unique. And it's been a great couple of years.
Yeah. And what about for like adults? I know you got some programs that run like Monday, Thursdays, Tuesdays, or whatnot.
Right. So with the Tribe, I have what's called the Junior Tribe and the Adult Tribes. So with that, I have supervised practice sessions that people can come to. So I try to have a few in the morning and a few after work hour, where you know that if you're in the tribe, you can just come and get some practice in. It's not a lesson, but you just show up. There's a couple other people working on their games. Might be casual, might be a little more intense depending on the day. But really it's just an environment where people can come after work, before work, a day off, whatever it may be, and improve on their game.
Awesome. And so with it being like a junior tribe, you work with a lot of kids coming out of high school. Let's talk about some of your D1 athletes, or how these kids are aspiring to be D1, and what this tribe teaches them in camaraderie, ethic, and whatnot.
Yeah, I love that question. So the biggest thing, you know, part of my history and when I was working with Hank Haney was just development of golf and what does it take to play Division I golf, right, in the NCAA in general. And what it takes is a lot of maturity, a lot of discipline, everything from training to what you eat, what you do with your spare time, kind of how do you build a practice plan. And then anytime that you have to practice, it's just learning, okay, I'm not just going to hit balls for an hour and say I got better. It's breaking it down and knowing that whatever time you put into the game, you know you're getting your worth out of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
All right, so we've got a downhill par 3 playing at about 158.
58.
So I've got a question for you. It's downhill. Does that take distance off?
So the easy answer would be yes, it does, but of course it all depends. So the higher you are and the lower your target is, the more wind is going to have a factor, especially being in Colorado, right? So always, anytime you're elevated, sorry if this blows in your face, throw it up. You can tell the wind's a little bit in and a little across. Okay. So with that, if it's playing 158, I'd still, personally, since the pin's in the back, I mean, you can always rip. Like this would be, you know, good pitching wedge kind of hole, right? For someone who hits their pitching wedge, you know, 145 to 150 yards. But really, it's going to come down to making sure we hit the green. Okay. So if we rip it, it can go too far, right? Maybe the wind comes up, maybe it's a little bit short. I still like the idea of playing a little bit of a punch shot in there. That way, it's just driving through the wind, and it's not going to really leave its line.
So take out some of those elements that you can't control.
Take out some of those elements, and then really with a punch shot too, it's a little bit shorter swing, a little bit less room for error like we talked about, and chances are the contact will be a little better too.
Now, do you club up when you're trying to do a punch shot?
Yes. Most of the time, again, if it's elevated, it's all about feel. But yeah, here I have a 9-iron. I can hit about 160, 165 yards, but really I'm just gonna take a smooth swing, try to play it a little bit low and leave it a little bit short of the pin.
Okay, cool. We're gonna play this one out, guys. We're gonna try to take down the pro on this one. So
Let's
do luck to you.
All right.
But you were trying to play for that wind that's coming across.
I was, yeah. I just pulled it a little bit. No harm.
Still playable.
Love that.
Splash a little long.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to take a page out of your book here with a little punch shot. So it's nothing full, right?
Nothing full.
It's just
not about a power shot. It's more just control and finesse.
Oh.
That's it.
There was no control, all finesse. Got to get up and down from here, and we get no help because we're playing the pro. Yep. All right. I like that. We just played this one out. Wow, come on. Get in there. Hit it.
Hurt. Oh, what was that?
For the paw.
Oh, solid.
No, for the bogey. For the bogey.
Good putt.
All right. Good match.
Great. Thanks for playing. Thanks for the lessons, Leighton.
You got it.
Thanks,
John. Good work.
Absolutely, sir. It was a pleasure.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on part 2 of our video, Golf Course Management. Big shout out to Cheyenne Shadows for letting us come out here and golf. I hope you learned some valuable lessons.
Big thank you to Leighton Smith right here.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you
guys.
for having
That was
us
awesome.
out.
Leighton. It was great.
Absolutely loved it. It was a great time. Be sure to check the link down below for all of his contact information. Hit him up, get some lessons. Great guy. Like I said, he will not tear your swing down. He will work with what you have and help your game and let you have some more fun out there and make some better scores.
More to come. See you guys later.